I can tell you for free, if you are not selling on eBay right now, you are doing yourself a very big disservice. In the last few days, I have sold quite a number of items. I've sold PCs for 400 euros. I've sold not one, not two. I've sold laptops. Things for one reason or the other tend to be selling right now. As a matter of fact, eBay just released an update. AI is being deployed in the offer making process. And when I saw this update, the first thing I thought was that, look, there's going to be a problem with sales, because if history is anything to write home about, whenever eBay releases an update, it always comes with a lot of problems. Sometimes for 1 week, for 2 weeks, sales are just going to be broken. It doesn't matter what you do. You delete your item, you list them again. It never ever works. But this is the first time right after an update, my sales have suddenly exploded. Perhaps eBay has finally solved this bug that has been bugging the platform for a very, very long time, which is whenever an update is released, something just from nowhere mysteriously breaks sales. Of course, I want to know what you guys are passing through. I have been taking a look at what other sellers are talking about, and the feedback I get is pretty much the same. Sales are going through. People are counting their profit. People are actually making banks right now on the platform. This is also not normal, because sometimes at the end of January, people are still recovering from the Christmas expenses. The last 2 weeks has been more than excellent on my eBay shop. I have made a lot of sales. Of course, this comes at a cost. When you sell a lot, technically, for one reason or the other, you also get a lot of returns. Some have been good, some have been bad. But at the end of the day, even if we get returns, but the main thing we want to say is that transactions are going through. When you post items on the platform, the items are selling, because if all you get all day long is just returns, then there is no encouragement there. But if you get returns, you sell, and you get a return, this is absolutely nothing, because the profit you make from those sales, they are definitely going to be able to cover, those returns. I got a very bad returns in the last one some few days ago. If you've not seen the video, please do make sure to check it out. But then I do want to say, look, eBay, this is a very good move in the right direction. This update has not broken things on the platform. Whatever eBay has done to make sure that this has been, please continue to do it. And like I always say, if for one reason or the other you are experiencing high sales, the very thing you want to do is to make sure that you are actually listing a lot on the platform. See, eBay is pretty much like YouTube. If you're not getting views, if you are not getting views on YouTube, and from nowhere in the blues, boom, you get views, all you want to do is not to begin to rejoice that you are getting views. Continue to put in the work, continue to make videos, continue to make content. It's the same thing we are seeing right here. If your sales are going through, you are listing items on eBay and you are getting sales, do not stop. Do not be excited. Do not think it's the best time to take your foot off the gas pedal. This is the time for you to actually, march down on the gas pedal and continue to list items, because the algorithm needs to see that you are ready for serious business. And the algorithm, being what it is, has a way of just rewarding you if you have decided to put in the work. And in this case, you have decided to list good items that people want. You are not listing bullshit items. You are going the extra mile to make sure that you render that valuable service to buyers. You are bringing decent items. You are cleaning them up. You are making very good quality photos, and you are taking pains to actually present them to the world in a very responsible manner. Good descriptions, good titles, good pictures. The algorithm is not known to ignore those that will take time to feed it. Keep feeding it. Keep posting offers. Keep doing the work that you have to do. If customers write you making a request, do not just ignore their request saying, this is just a 10 euro transaction. It doesn't matter if it's a 2 euro transaction, a $2 transaction. Put in the same work you normally put on a 200 euro transaction, because by you putting this small effort, the algorithm is going to see you and say, look, I think we have found a responsible shop, and we are going to shine our light on that shop. And believe me, if eBay shines its light on your shop like it has done on my shop, you are going to be making a lot of sales. And I mean a lot of sales. You're going to be posting items in the morning, and the items are going to be sold right in the evening. Of course, today is Saturday. Already gotten some 4 very decent sales. I'm actually already pumped up for the weekend, because typically Sunday is one day I tend to get a lot of sales. And Monday also is a day that a lot of people just wake up and realize that, look, I think my computer is defective. I think my keyboard is defective. I think I do need a new monitor. And Monday, typically, people also wake up to want to buy stuff. So I'm pumped up already, waiting to see how February is going to play out. But if the results of January is anything to write home about, definitely February promises to be a very, decent month. But I can't wait to experience it. But this is just an encouragement for you out there still in the trenches. You are grinding and you are telling yourself, when am I ultimately going to be noticed on this eBay street? Of course, it doesn't happen overnight. It took me years to actually get to the point I am today. But if you keep doing the work, you do not give up just at the point of you seeing some decent result, you are ultimately going to experience this result. You're going to be selling items. You're going to be breaking new boundaries. You're going to be doing things that you never ever thought was possible. You're going to be getting good feedback from potential suppliers. And when these things begin to happen, then you're going to think back at the whole time that you were grinding, seeing little or no result, thinking that the whole process wasn't doing something behind the scene. From nowhere, you're going to realize that you have become that person that can actually handle a lot of transactions, and you are going to be shocked. See, up to today, I am still very much shocked at all what I did while I was still grinding, and every little skill I picked up that I ever thought wasn't necessary from nowhere was brought to the fore. As soon as I hit new ground, those skills began to actually play out, and every day I saw reasons to be appreciative for whatever small skills that one picks up while grinding. So whatever skills you are picking up right now, even though you are not seeing results, do not think it's just for nothing. Understand that, look, everything that you're going through right now, you are ultimately going to understand at the right time. And the right time for you might pretty much be 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 7 years, maybe 10 years. By the end of the day, keep being focused, keep your motivations very high, because if you do not lose sight of where you are going, you are ultimately going to get there. And eBay, like I always say, is a very responsible platform. If you are thinking of reselling, consider selling your items on eBay, because eBay right now is where the traffic is. Of course, sometimes the good things don't tend to shout a lot. You might be seeing people making noise about so many other websites that can actually sell stuff. But like I always say, if you are not selling on eBay, you are leaving a lot of money on the table. I felt like giving somebody a very big motivation, a very big reason to look up to the new week with the hope that things are ultimately going to get better. If this video helps you, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are not. Until I see you again in the next video, peace.